Our kitchens are nothing short of a chemistry laboratory with a lot of science hidden in it. We do several things in our kitchen to make our food more nutritious and easy to digest. One such activity is sprouting seeds or germination. This is our topic for today, germination. What is germination? How does it happen? Why is it good to eat germinated seeds? Let's find out the answers to all these questions. Let's begin with sprouting some seeds. We have taken a bowl full of dried peas. You can use chickpeas, kidney beans, mung beans, or any other beans of your choice. Wash the beans and soak them in water. Within a few hours, the seeds absorb water, swell up, and become larger in size. Now, drain out the water and divide the seeds into 3 parts like this. Wrap one part in a moist cloth. Put the second part in a lidded box filled with water to the brim. Shut the lid tightly. Leave the third part in the open like this. After about 24 hours, the seeds wrapped in the moist cloth have sprouted well. In the seeds spread out on a plate, some have sprouted, but most have dried up and hardened. The seeds shut in the box with water show some sprouting, but they have spoilt. They are slimy and smell bad too. Let's see what must have happened. The seeds left in the open received air and warmth, but no moisture. They dried up, showing very little sprouting. The seeds shut in the box with water received warmth, but excess moisture and very little air. That is why some sprouted, but most of them spoiled. Seeds wrapped in a moist cloth received adequate amounts of moisture, air, and warmth. They sprouted well. Moisture, air, and warmth are the 3 factors necessary for sprouting seeds. You must have seen how dry seeds are stored in our homes and shops for months together. They do not sprout, but once soaked, these very seeds sprout and grow into plants under the right conditions. Isn't this wonderful? There's a lot of science here too. Let's understand this. When seeds are soaked in water, the water enters the seeds and many changes take place. The seed swells up and its hard outer cover splits open. Growth begins inside the seed and a small whitish structure emerges from the seed. This grows longer with time and goes on to form the root of the plant. This process of sprouting a seed is called germination. Once water enters the seed, the cells inside the seed start multiplying. The nutrients in the seed change chemically, making it easier for the growing baby plant to use them. Let's open a sprouted seed. These 2 swollen parts are the food stores in the seed. Just like a tiffin box for the baby plant. Plants store food inside the seeds for their babies, which nourishes the growing plant till it is capable of making its own food. Most plants reproduce with the help of seeds. Seeds are formed in fruits. You must have seen seeds inside most fruits and vegetables. When the conditions are right, these seeds germinate and then grow into young plants, and this is how the life cycle of a plant continues. Sprouted seeds are eaten in most parts of India and in other countries. They are an important source of proteins, especially for vegetarians. There are several advantages of eating sprouted seeds. They are a rich source of minerals and vitamins. This makes them very nutritious. Sprouting reduces cooking time. Sprouts can also be eaten raw. Sprouted seeds are easy to digest. In fact, consumption of raw or undercooked seeds can cause indigestion. Time for your task. Make a list of the seeds that are sprouted in your kitchen. Why can we not eat them dry and raw? Plant some seeds in the soil. Water it regularly and observe the plants that grow from them. Write your observations in your notebook. Make a video and share it if possible. Do remember, there is a lot of knowledge and science in the kitchen, not just food.